to be available for public consumption. Lata, many thanks for joining us. Another matter of debate, the Union government has told the Parliament that it is not considering any proposal to restore the old pension scheme. It has told opposition-ruled states who have refused to adopt the new pension scheme that the government cannot return the accumulated corpus as there is no provision under the current laws. Sapna joins us now with the details. This is the first time, Sapna, that the Union government has told Parliament what the position is as far as the Union is concerned on this debate of NPS versus the OPS. Take us through the government's stance and where does this leave things?
Well, surely the Union is very much clear on the fact that, they don't really have a role to play as such on, states entering into NPS. I think there was enough clarity on that front. And here on their part, they're extremely clear that there is no question of going back and, the reasons there are extremely obvious. There has been a massive debate on before NPS was rolled out. In fact, that continued for a long period of time and states themselves took a lot of time to come into the system right from 2004 to 2010. So it's pretty much a done deal. Plus, there are massive fiscal implications. If you have some of the states going back to the OPS, there can be massive fiscal implications. And, there is an advisory all around, or there is an intent both by, by various institutions, by Reserve Bank of India, by Finance Commission, by GOI, by Finance Ministry, by various experts that fiscal consolidation or fiscal prudence is very much required. So keeping all of that in mind doesn't really make sense, for this reversion. Of course, unless, some of those states will go back to OPS, maybe making some fiscal savings, at least in the initial years, because of the way OPS is structured. Maybe that could be one of the reasons. But overall, it's not very productive, so to speak. This is what experts and officials tell, across the board. This could also have some implications for center-state relations. There's a lot of central assistance that is taken by states. Sans that, if you look at their budgets, they don't really have too much resources to, spend in terms of capex. And there has been a lot of emphasis on capex as well in the last 2 odd years by the center and to an extent by the states as well. So all of that, becomes a bit of a question mark, so to speak, at some point in time. Also, let's be very clear that why this, why the fact that this money cannot be returned, simply because, states can enter voluntarily into NPS, but when they exit, they are not the parties. The contract is between the NPS trust and the pensioner. So even if the corpus has to be recalled by some of the states because they want to revert to OPS, that is not feasible.
All right, Sapna, appreciate you joining us. And with that, it is time for us to wrap up this edition of Business 360. Thanks very much for watching. Stay tuned to CNBC-TV18. The news continues when we return.
Powered by
Get tension-free motor